everybody. I hope you're all doing great today. I know it's been a while since I've been posting videos, but I'm back now, and hopefully I'll post a lot of different strategies and workouts that you can use to select your numbers to play. That'll make it a little easier for you. Now, it can be very challenging trying to figure out what numbers to play. And I know that if you're using a workout, it can be very frustrating because most workouts have rows of 10 numbers, which can be very costly, especially if your state has more than one draw per day. Some states have 4 draws per day. And if you're playing 4 times a day, every day, that's a lot of money. So just blindly selecting numbers, to me, is never a good option. Some people stick with numbers like birthdays and dates and addresses, numbers on license plates, and a lot of people look up numbers from things that they dream. So that's okay. But like I said, when you're using a workout, you want to kind of narrow your numbers down and find the best probabilities of numbers to play. So what I'm going to do is show you on this video, as well as future videos, maybe some strategies that you can use and try and work them out and narrow your numbers down as well, so that it'll be more cost effective for you. Now, on this first workout that I'm going to do today, it's going to be very simple, very easy. It's just a workout that you want to just play the possibilities that are in the strategy that I'm going to use. Now, whenever I do my workouts, I always like to back test. So what I do is go back maybe a month or maybe even 2 months back from previous numbers that have came out, and I back test maybe about 2 weeks worth of numbers. So by doing that, you want to look for consistency, and you want to look for patterns. Patterns are very, very important when you're trying to select numbers. You don't want to just blindly select numbers. That never works usually. And you want to find your best probabilities. So you want to back test and try and just find those patterns. Patterns are so extremely important. I never play a number without finding a pattern from back testing at all. So in this video, it's going to be real simple. It's going to be just a straight 1, 2, 3 rundown. But I always put my own little twist to all of my workouts and just try and make them my own. So when I do the rundown, I randomly just choose the midday number. But if you don't find patterns in whichever draw that you're testing, excuse me, you have to test your evening numbers as well. And I feel sorry if you're in Texas, because then you're going to have to test all 4 draws. And it becomes very tiring and takes a lot of time to do this. So with this workout, it's going to be real simple. And excuse me, I do have a little throat problem going on. With this workout, like I said, it's just a simple 1, 2, 3 rundown strategy. It's pretty common. You're going to back test, and what I like to do is stack the numbers just in 3 rows to make it very easy to do, and it's very quick to do. So let's get started. I randomly chose a state. This number that I'm going to do the workout is going to be 995. And with this very simple workout, I like to have core numbers. Core numbers are very important because they're going to make up 2 absolute digits that's going to be in the numbers that you're going to play. Now, with your core numbers, you're going to build around those two core digits to formulate your 3-digit number. Sounds a little confusing, but it's very simple. Now, the numbers around your core number are the numbers that's going to make up my 3rd digit to go with the 2-digit core numbers. Now, with 995, that's the number that came out. So we're going to use that 995 and build from there. So with the 1, 2, 3 rundown, you're just going to take the first row going down underneath the 9 and just add by 1. So it's 901. Now, for those of you that don't know the lottery math, you just use the 0. You can't put 1, 0, 10, that comes after 9. So your lottery math, you're just going to use that last digit on the right. So the first column going down by 1s, we have 901. In your second row, we're going to count down by 2s. So we have 9. Instead of 11, we just have 1. And then we have 3. The third column, the 5, we're counting down by 3s. We have 5, 8, and 1. Now, you say, well, what are the core numbers? This is where I made it my own. I did a lot of testing, and I decided that I saw a lot of consistency by using those 2 digits in the middle row on the right. So my core numbers will always be in that same placement on every workout. So the 1, 8 will be my core numbers. Now, how do I get my 3rd digit to go with those 2 digits? 1 and 8, the core number. So I'm going to choose the 2 numbers above the core and 2 numbers below the core. So I'm going to formulate 185. The 5 is above the 8, and 189. And then I'm going to go beneath the core number and have 183 and 181. Now, since we have a double, for doubles, always play both sides of a double. So you want to play 181 as well as 188. Don't forget that, very important. A lot of people miss out by not playing the backside of doubles. I never not play a backside. And you always box. That's one thing. Always box your numbers as well. A lot of people just like to play numbers straight, but then if it comes out box, you get nothing. So always do like a straight box. That's at the bare minimum. Now, with this rundown, my choices to play, like I said, are 189, 185, 183, 181, and the double, we're going to play the 188. Now, for those of you that's on a budget, those are just 4 numbers. Now, a lot of people, may have more money to play more numbers. So you can take those same 2 core numbers and compose numbers out of the 9 above the 1 8. You can also do the 1 3, but that's already formulated from the first go with the 183. But you can play sideways and play 108. You can play, you can go diagonal if you like and play 511, 911. But when you start getting into that, you're getting into a lot of numbers. The only way I would do that, choose those extra numbers, is if I have already did my back testing and found a consistency that those rundowns going diagonal or sideways have came out consistently or pretty much consistently. Otherwise, I would play it safe and just stick with those 4 numbers. Now, about a week or 2, I can't remember, but the 189 is the number that came out from just those 4 digits. very simple. I back tested, and each test I did, that number was always in those 4-digit numbers that were formulated from the core number that came out. Now, one thing, don't expect the number to come out the next day or 2 days later. It just doesn't always work that way. Now, sometimes it may come that same day. I've had numbers come out the same day that I did the workout. So just give it time. Usually you want to play at least a week or two. Always remember to play both sides of your doubles. Always box your numbers. And so this is my first little workout that hopefully you can try it out and see if it works for your state. And I'll have more that I'm going to be posting as well. Right now, I'm going to just stick with the 3-digit numbers. Most of these workouts that I'm doing, they will work in all the states. You just have to find the pattern, where that pattern is. There's always a pattern. I found one strategy, it's amazing. I haven't shared it yet, but it's a really good pattern that has brung out, I should say, a lot of winning 3-digit numbers. So that's pretty much it. I hope it works for you. Give it a shot. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please share the video with your friends that you know that likes to play the lottery. And be safe, be careful, and enjoy the rest of your day.